Age of Ultron is a 2013 10-issue crossover event in Marvel Comics. It centers on the sentient robot tyrant Ultron, who conquers Earth in an apocalyptic future known as Earth 61112. He deploys armies of powerful drones that patrol ruined cities, hunting survivors. The story opens with Hawkeye, a skilled archer resilient in battle, rescuing Spider-Man from underworld criminals in devastated New York. They reach an underground bunker populated by heroes including Cage, a durable street-level protector, She-Hulk, a green-skinned powerhouse, Iron Man, an armored inventor, Emma Frost, a telepathic strategist, and Black Widow, a former covert agent. Captain America, a patriotic super soldier, gathers the group and formulates a plan. The Resistance discovers Ultron's mind operates from the future, using temporal technology to control the present. Heroes Storm, a weather-manipulating leader, Quake, a seismic force wielder, Red Hulk, Nick Fury, a strategic commander, Quicksilver, a super-speed twin, and Wolverine, a regenerative mutant fighter, all join a mission to travel forward through time using a time platform. Wolverine, predicting failure, ventures alone into the past with Invisible Woman, an energy field projector, to eliminate Hank Pym, a genius scientist responsible for Ultron's creation. Their initial attempt succeeds in killing Pym, but returning to the future, they find an even more chaotic world ruled in part by magic, dominated by Morgan Le Fay, a powerful sorceress, and militarized defenders including alternate versions of Captain America, Hulk, Thing, Cable, Doctor Strange, Wasp, and Star-Lord. That world's Iron Man, a technological commander, confronts Wolverine and Sue, enforcing a lockdown aboard a helicarrier and resisting their story as something magical agents planted. A battle erupts involving Morgan's magical forces and mechanical drones above New York, destroying helicarriers. A dying Tony Stark warns Wolverine not to tear apart time, describing it as a living organism that would break. Wolverine re-enters the past again, this time only to warn Pym instead of killing him. In issue number 10, heroes including Doctor Doom's ally on time travel collaborate, and after intense effort, disable Ultron using a fail-safe program hidden in Ultron's design by Pym. The future resets closer to normal, though residual effects remain. Inferno began in October 1988 as a company-wide crossover built around X-related titles. It focused on a demonic invasion of New York City, following magical and mutant upheavals. The story starts in Uncanny X-Men number 239, when Madeline Pryor, a former partner of a time-displaced telekinetic hero and revealed clone of a legendary telepath, is approached by the demon Nastur. Nastur persuades her to unleash her powers, transforming her into the Goblin Queen. Madeline's transformation triggers demon activity across the city. Around the same time, a team of young mutants known as the Exterminators, including characters like Skids, Rusty, Boom Boom, Richter, WizKid, Artie, and Pulse, is targeted by Nastur's forces, who kidnap mutants to power a portal between Earth and the infernal realm called Limbo. Simultaneously, the New Mutants, magically gifted teenagers, attempt to save Ilyana Rasputin, also known as Magic, from demon influence. Ilyana, now called Darkchild, has been tricked into using her soul sword to open a portal. Her growth of horns, fangs, hooves, and tail marks her final transformation into a demonic warrior. In parallel, the X-Men and the mutant team X-Factor confront Madeline and her demon allies. Mr. Sinister, a geneticist with cloning skills, and his marauders instigate chaos by spreading demon influence and resurrecting demon-controlled mutant assassins. Madeline, influenced by revelations about her origins and manipulated by both Sinister and Nastur, plans to sacrifice her infant son, Nathan Christopher Summers. This forces the X-Men and X-Factor into direct conflict. Jean Grey, a powerful telepath with cosmic ties, battles Madeline. The Goblin Queen kills herself rather than let Jean die with her. Sinister is apparently defeated during the final battle in Uncanny X-Men number 243. Meanwhile, the New Mutants and Exterminators work to disrupt the massive pentagram ritual in Times Square, designed to keep Limbo open. Ilyana, initially overwhelmed by demonic transformation, regains control with help from her brother Colossus. She casts a spell and tosses her soul sword into the portal. This closes the gateway and reverts her to childhood form. Excalibur, a team operating from a lighthouse in Britain, becomes aware of the crisis. Rachel Summers, Colossus's niece with telepathic and telekinetic power, senses her brother Nathan is in danger. Rachel journeys to New York with her team, but magical interference stops them. Megan, their empathic shapeshifter, becomes corrupted into a demonic form, calling herself the Princess of Goblin. With help from Kitty Pryde, Excalibur frees Megan and restores balance. Marvel's Inferno marked a line-wide crossover, driven by simultaneous shifts in multiple ongoing series. Its legacy includes reshaped characters, new team dynamics, and a template for future event-driven storytelling. The Fall of the Mutants began in January 1988 as a company-wide event across 3 X-related titles. It presented parallel stories in Uncanny X-Men number 225 to 227, X-Factor number 24 to 26, and New Mutants number 59 to 61, each dealing with public backlash via the Mutant Registration Act and transformative challenges for the teams. In Uncanny X-Men number 225, the X-Men travel to Dallas searching for Aurora Monroe, a weather-controlling heroine, amid enforcement by Freedom Freedom Force, a government-sanctioned mutant squad. They encounter disruptions. Prehistoric creatures, demons, warriors, and futuristic machines appear due to a dimensional rift caused unintentionally by Forge, summoning the demonic entity known as Adversary. Forge and Aurora become trapped in an otherworld where time flows differently. He rebuilds her element-manipulating abilities with mystical technology. In issue number 227, the X-Men sacrifice their life forces via a spell Forge casts to seal the Adversary, then are resurrected by Roma, a cosmic guardian, and declared legends before relocating to Australia. In X-Factor number 24, a government-backed mutant team faces Apocalypse, an ancient evolutionary warlord, and his 4 horsemen. Pestilence, war, famine, and death in New York City. The horsemen threaten mass destruction. X-Factor battles to protect civilians and end the threat. The story culminates with the team preventing catastrophe and reaffirming their public role. In New Mutants number 59, teenage mutants under Magneto's mentorship face demonic consequences of Forge's spell and the Registration Act. This arc features the death of Cypher in issue number 60, a character whose code translation mutation offered unique support. The team disbands their affiliation with Magneto after tragedy and loss and reform as a self-guided group. This crossover reshaped team structures, leadership roles, and mutant public perception. War of Kings began in May 2009 and concluded in July as a 6-issue interstellar conflict centered on ruling factions in the Marvel Universe. It stemmed from events in Secret Invasion, War of Kings number 1, where Black Bolt, leader of the Inhumans and ruler of Attilan, relocates his city on the moon into Kree space using enhanced voice-based weaponry. During a ceremonial alliance intended to unite the Inhumans and Kree, Gladiator, the powerful enforcer of the Shi'ar Imperial Guard, attacks that ritual, overpowering Black Bolt, incapacitating Ronan the Accuser, an elite Kree warrior and judge, and abducting Princess Lilandra, former Shi'ar Empress, culminating in a declaration of war by Emperor Vulcan, a supremely powerful mutant who rules the Shi'ar Empire. In response, Black Bolt directs his Inhuman Royal Guard, led by Karnak, a strategist, and Gorgon, a formidable fighter, to strike Shi'ar holdings. They join a faction of the Kree loyal to Ronan and Crystal, an Inhuman diplomat and elemental manipulator, while Gladiator leads counterattacks that decimate Kree naval forces and capture Nova Corps cadets. Tensions escalate as the Starjammers and Guardians of the Galaxy, cosmic adventurers, including Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, and Marvel Girl, Rachel Summers, launch a rescue mission to free Lilandra from Shi'ar custody. Gladiator initially resists, then sides with Lilandra against Vulcan, shifting the political landscape. Meanwhile, Darkhawk, Chris Powell, a human bound to alien armor, confronts Talon, a rival wielder from the Fraternity of Raptors in War of Kings Ascension number 1-4. Talon abandons Powell's consciousness, enabling a second persona, Razor, to assassinate Lilandra on Chandalar, causing chaos within the Shi'ar ranks. Conflict culminates in War of Kings number 5-6. Black Bolt, aboard a Terrigen bomb-equipped rocket designed to disperse life-altering mists, and Vulcan engage in a fatal duel. Crystal again intercedes, disabling the bomb and sparing Kree populations. As the duel ends, both kings perished, leaving Gladiator crowned new Magister of the Shi'ar Empire. Their destruction tears open a cosmic rift known as the Fault. At the event's close, Gladiator assumes leadership pending stabilization. The Guardians and Nova Corps reel from heavy losses and uncertain futures. Lilandra lies dead, Black Bolt and Vulcan are presumed gone, and the Fault emerges as a major cosmic threat. War of Kings marked a shift in cosmic power, reshaping galactic alliances, dethroning supreme rulers, and creating enduring consequences for the Marvel cosmic landscape. King in Black began in December 2020 and concluded in April 2021 as a line-wide invasion of Earth by Null, the ancient abyss god who forged the symbiote species. Null arrives with a massive army of symbiote dragons, targeting Earth's defenders. Eddie Brock, the human host of the Venom symbiote, joins global hero responses, coordinating evacuation and defense. Issue number 2 deepens Null's assault, as his influence grows stronger on Earth. Issue number 3 sees symbiote invasion spread, prompting heroes like Spider-Woman, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Hulk, and Namor to intervene. Issue number 4 escalates with celestial-scale threats. Corrupted Celestials appear, and heroes confront widespread chaos. Issue number 5 culminates with Eddie harnessing the unified symbiote Gestalt, gaining the title King in Black by defeating Null. Null is destroyed, and Eddie assumes cosmic stewardship, setting up future symbiote-related events. This event redefined symbiote mythology, elevated Eddie Brock to cosmic rank, unleashed catastrophic global damage, introduced cross-team collaboration, and set a new era for symbiote-related stories. Secret Wars 2 began in July 1985 as a 9-issue limited crossover centered on the Beyonder, an overwhelmingly powerful cosmic entity. This sequel follows the Beyonder's arrival on Earth after the first Secret Wars event. In issue number 1, the Beyonder seeks to understand humanity by experiencing basic actions like eating, working a job for a mobster, and forming personal attachments. He then shifts between human forms, using one resembling Captain America and another based on Molecule Man. He leaves chaos in his wake by turning a building into gold after learning about wealth, and later briefly restores and removes Daredevil's sight to explore morality. Issues number 2 to 6 show escalating mishaps as the Beyonder tests power and desire. He attempts relationships with Dazzler and Boom Boom, kills and resurrects the New Mutants, and confronts cosmic and mystical figures including Mephisto and Molecule Man. This period includes confrontations with Hulk, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man. Issue number 7 sees his growing dissatisfaction, leading to threats of universal destruction. He tries to make himself mortal but remains dangerously unstable. In issue number 8, Molecule Man attacks and defeats his human form, ending his connection with Earth while proving the limits of even cosmic power. Issue number 9 concludes the crossover. The Beyonder departs Earth, having briefly embodied human experience but failing to understand permanence. In a later epilogue, it is revealed that he was an evolved version of a cosmic cube named Cosmos. The event reshaped Marvel crossover structure by tying nearly every title into one storyline.